Welcome to twoquestions.tv. With me today is Kean Graham, and we're talking about being a digital nomad and managing a remote team. Welcome to twoquestions.tv. I'm Susan Baroncini-Moe. Joining me today is Kean Graham. Kean is the CEO of MonetizeMore, a leading ad tech firm that's a Google certified partner and a completely remote team. Hi, Kean. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I am so excited to talk to you because I read that it's estimated by 2035 there will be 1 billion digital nomads. And now a digital nomad is not the same as a remote worker. But you have an entire team of 80 people who are remote workers across more than 30 countries. You've built a 7-figure business doing this, and you yourself are a digital nomad. Can you talk a little bit about the differences between digital nomad and remote worker, and also what made you want to lead a remote team?
Yeah, and I would actually put it to a third level of, I would call myself a nomad entrepreneur. So
fair.
Where I have a business with a team, technology, it's differentiated from the other end, it's offering market value, and I would call myself a nomad entrepreneur, but that is within the realm of digital nomads. I would say digital nomad is someone who has that location freedom, the schedule freedom where they can work during the time of day that they want. And this could be someone who is self-employed, perhaps they're a freelancer and they have multiple different clients for like design work or perhaps computer development. And a remote worker, so for example, in our company, we have 90 full-time remote workers. And
it's grown.
Yes, exactly. And that entrepreneurship type of fire and that energy is a very valuable thing for people starting to start their company or run their company, but also within companies, which we like to call intrapreneurs, which Richard Branson coined.
Sure.
And kind of having those entrepreneurial mentalities, owning your responsibility, thinking holistically, but within the company. You could still be entrepreneurial within a company, but you don't necessarily have to take the financial risk. And this is something that we really encourage each one of our team members to exhibit that type of personality and attitude.
And so this is sort of a sub question. So is being the characteristics of being an entrepreneur, are those among the key qualities that you and your HR people look for to ensure that you'll have successful team members, or what are some of those characteristics?
That is one of the things. So for example, we have a culture doc that we have each one of our candidates and team members that are part of the company review, and it's something that we always kind of refer to and how we make promotion decisions and hiring decisions. So one of the kind of pillars is for people to be enterprising. So to have that kind of entrepreneurial mindset, to be resourceful, to think holistically, and really kind of drive forward the results and really own those results. So it is an important thing that we hire for. It depends on the position, especially for leadership positions. I mean, it's very important to be entrepreneurial and have that level of versatility. And it's something that we manage our own expectations that people might not be entrepreneurial going into the position, especially if it's entry level, but it is skill and mentality that can be learned and can be further improved and perfected.
I've heard it said, I can teach skills, but I can't teach culture. And so you have to get the right fit to have the right, most effective people. So you have this team that is geographically dispersed all over the world. Let's say that someone right now is watching, a CEO or another executive is watching, and they're thinking, I don't know about all this remote stuff. I mean, how do you keep a team productive and engaged? So what advice would you give to that executive or CEO?
I would say a really important part is committing to remote. So either going 100% remote or just go with the office. What I find is companies that fail with remote workers are the ones that try to do a little bit of both. Because you have an office where most of the employees are in one office, and then you have maybe like 10 or 20% are remote. The remote workers tend to be left out. And the companies tend to not really kind of commit to their systems, commit to the online tools, and really kind of have that follow through. But with a 100% remote company, this is something that we have been intrinsically forced to do. So we have always kind of like built really strong systems. We rely on our standard operating procedures, they are SOPs. We rely on these online tools for communication, and it's something that we've become better and better at as we've grown the team. So that commitment to either fully remote or fully within an office is really key, and it's something that I think we've had so much success scaling a company to the level we are that's 100% remote.
That's really interesting. I've never heard anyone say that, and I think that makes so much sense. So fully commit. Got it. Okay.
Totally.
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining me. What happened to my mouth? Thank you for joining me today, Kean. I appreciate it. It's been wonderful and really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been great talking about the magic of the remote world.
Indeed, indeed. Magic. All right, viewers, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.